Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show, Muskoka Unlimited Podcast, exclusively on MuskokaUnlimited.com. Occasionally, we share our stuff with 88.7 FM The Bay, who also has the Chris O Show, which is separate for them. So today, I have a very special guest who I've known for a while, but I haven't seen in a long time until we shared the screen here today. And it's Jewel Veitch. And Jewel, thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you. Thank you for reaching out. It was really nice surprise.
So, quick background. Jewel and I go back to when I had moved back to Muskoka after getting laid off at the Ottawa Sun many moons ago. And Jewel was working in helping people in the employment center, helping people get work and revamp resumes and give advice. And you gave me some great advice. You helped me revamp my resume, gave me some confidence to go into the world. And I started freelancing and working in the service industry on the side because you got bills to pay. And then, 20 years later, here I am, full media mode. so I owe you for that, though.
So great to see. It's just been so great to see you evolve this way.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the reason I touch base with you is because you're doing some really cool stuff. I see you're writing, you're doing some advice pieces for people. You've got a nice spiritual journey going, which I love. I absolutely love. And so let's do a little revamp. Like, where have you been? What are you doing right now?
Oh my goodness, that's such a big question. A little revamp. Well, when we met, I was, yes, a career advisor and always, 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 always looking for that golden spark in people in terms of what their highest gifts, their truest gifts, that might have been hidden in the closet a little bit,
Yeah.
were, and to really help people to step out and begin to speak those gifts into existence, into the world in service of a better, a healthier humanity. And from there, I have evolved myself on my spiritual journey. And I work with people who are spiritually oriented, who are on a spiritual journey themselves, who really want to evolve, who have the desire to expand in who they are, in knowing who they are deeply, and in moving through a journey of healing. And I've created some really amazing things, and I do free master classes every month. I offer all kinds of ways that people can work with me. And I've been an entrepreneur now since 2013. So after you and I met, I launched out on my own, and this journey is an ever evolving one. It just never ends. And it's been really a lot of fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I love that you're bringing together because it's a wellness thing. Finding that kind of light within you. And I love how you said finding that inner talent, that inner thing to bring it out in people is so important, because the more we all find what makes us groove, what makes us go, and try and make that part of our our career path, and have those journeys like you're having, is so important. It's so important. Like, I know who I am, but it took a while to find out there. It took ups and downs. It took, good advice from smart people. It took soul searching. And so with the spirituality point, I noticed, what I love is, it's like, it's not, there's no like denomination in a sense. It's kind of like, this is you're at one with nature, you're one with the universe, you're at one with God, whichever you need it to be. Now, how did you find that path for yourself?
Through a process, I would say. I was raised in a family where one parent was Catholic and the other parent was completely agnostic. And so I received mixed messages at first, and then just decided to, do this and spread those things out in a way, and just really tune in on my own soul, on my own spiritual knowing. And that's a path, because we know our soul's path, we know our soul's knowing through a journey of exploration and through a journey of going in and through a journey of communing with Mother Earth. And for me, it's been through a journey of communing with Mother Earth and communing with spirit, and the divine wisdom that has come through me has spoken to me all throughout the whole journey. So it hasn't, I've never subscribed to any formal religion ever. And my religion has always been my connection with Mother Earth. It's always been my connection with the divine light that comes through me. And I've, on along the way have discovered that I am both human and I am higher intelligence. And so my work at the moment is really in teaching around bridging, becoming the bridge between being human on this earth with all the stuff and all the influences, and being quote unquote within this matrix, and yet still accessing the divine intelligence that's available for and through me.
I love it. I love it. And see, because I'm very much in agreement, like I feel like how you do. It's not about one religion or whatever for me. It's about, I always say there's an essence within us to, we need to find, and there's more, right? And you have to find what's right for you. And I love that, for you, it's like I connect with nature. And my kids laughed at me one day because we were walking in Arrowhead Park, and I hugged the tree and I said, "You got to feel the energy coming from this tree." Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, but it's around us. And you're right. If you can tap into it and get that wisdom, feel that vibe, and feel that energy around you, it can come through you in very positive ways where you can like affect other people and impact them in such wonderful, good ways, which is what you're doing now. And so how has the response been from people you've worked with in as you help them find their own light within?
Extraordinary. I've never worked with anyone who hasn't experienced a life altering transformation in themselves. Mm-hmm. And I've always known that, and we hear this all the time. It begins within. And I've seen so many clients, translate what it is that they're transforming from within themselves to the external. So, finding their dream homes, finding their dream partners, finding their dream business, evolving their dream business, earning a level of income that they've never imagined before. So the external manifestations of what reflects what's been happening within them have been really, really amazing. I mean, there's thousands of examples. I've been working with thousands of people for over 2 decades. But everything that hits our core points as humans, whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's health, whether it's career, and it all started through me. And as my assignment through working in careers, it expanded into all levels of possibility for people, because there is so much possible that none of us are aware of, that we can't yet imagine, but that exists. And so it's tapping into that infinite possibility, that field of possibility that excites me the most. And the surprise and the, people are blown away. I'm blown away. And I feel really, really privileged to work with amazing people.
That's wonderful. I mean, it's for me, it's like it's so nice to see someone who's just into helping others, right? Like, and I know you've made, a life out of it, but like you have to have that true energy and caring enough to bring everybody around, right? Because you can't just be like, I'm going to help you and not care about it. You can't, that doesn't work. That you can fool someone for a minute, but not for a life, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, when did you know? I mean, I know you worked in the career thing when we met, but when did you really know, okay, this is my path for real? This is where I'm going. Was there something that kind of sparked that, or was it just a part of the evolution in the journey?
It's ongoing,
Okay.
and the spark continues to grow. And I would also say that, because I've really looked at this, and with regards to the way that I grew up, and I having a background of having a person of influence, a parent who absolutely despised, you know, the livelihood,
Yeah.
and the impact and ramification of that was really, you know, it became known to me as a child, right?
Yeah.
As a recipient of that. And I vowed at a really, really young age that I would never, ever do something that I didn't love. So that was kind of step one. It was this vow that I took, and I never did. I've never done anything I didn't absolutely love. And when I did find myself in a place where I wasn't feeling the energy and the alignment and the joy in what I was doing, I'd quit. I'd leave. You know, I've had many, many, many jobs before I ever came into career counseling. And then when I became an entrepreneur, I chuckled, because when I was you know, working in employment behind my closed door, I was always facilitating and delving into what was underneath for people, in people,
Yeah.
and always reaching into the essence of what really lives there. So I've always been invested in accessing that point of connection to self.
Yeah.
And to me, witnessing people access that, and witnessing like the light, their eyes light up, and the joy that they, you know, that they would experience in the moment of recognizing who they are and what they're meant to be and do here in the world.
Yeah.
To me, that became my service. I would say a long time ago, even when I was a career practitioner, you know, even when I was teaching sailing and teaching skiing and like doing all the things that I've done, it was always to, you know, to get to that point of spark, and
Yes.
seeing the eyes light up, and
Yeah.
seeing the heart open.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that spark. I've seen it in people too. It's just like that boom. And then
Yeah,
when
I've seen it in you. It's amazing.
sometimes.
Yeah. Well, when you're in your groove, when you're vibing with this work,
Yeah,
you're happy. It shows,
it's
you
true.
know?
It's true. And I've seen that with, yeah, maybe within myself too, but with other people as well. It's like you hear them talk about it. You hear them, like you hear that passion, and it just comes out, and you're just like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm with you. You know, and I love that. I love that you
Me
get
too.
to do that for everybody, and share it with everybody. Now, here's a question: how do people get in touch, get involved with you? You wrote a book, I think, or two, didn't you?
I did. I'm on my second book at the moment. I
Nice.
wrote my first book 2 years ago,
Okay.
and it is titled True Gifts: Ignite Your Soul Magic and Monetize the Highest Expression of Your Purpose.
I love it.
And that book is actually available as like I wrote the book in order to be able to offer it out, you know,
Yeah.
and have as far reaching impact as possible.
Yeah.
So there's a free digital copy that I have available,
Oh, nice.
and I have, you know, a companion course that goes with the book.
Yeah.
I People can reach me on Facebook.
Yeah.
I am Jewel Veitch on Facebook.
Yeah.
I have an Instagram account, and
Yeah. And
yeah,
we'll share that. We'll share that when we post all this. We'll share that
mm,
with everybody. We'll
yeah,
tag you and everything.
yeah.
We'll rock and roll. I love
Okay.
that. I love that you wrote that book. You're writing a second book, which we don't have to spoiler anybody. We don't have to spoil it. But is it kind of a continuation, or is it something totally new that just sparked within you to do?
It is a
Okay,
continuation.
perfect.
The first book
Perfect.
is really focused on discovering your true gifts, on discovering your deeper purpose in the world, what you're here to really contribute, on discovering the blind spots that, could be potentially holding you back, on really looking at ways to align yourself with your purpose and your gifts, on legacy. So it's really, it's very much that journey of soul exploration around what you want to do here in the world. And the second book is absolutely a continuation of that goes deeper into the heart of maintaining and expanding in that vision that you have for your life.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So we'll look forward to that. Is there kind of a date? Is there, or are you just kind of ongoing?
It'll be out next year.
Next year. Okay,
Yeah.
2024 at some point.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
at which point you will come back and visit, and we'll discuss that
I
coming
love
out.
that.
We'll discuss that coming out. So we know how to get a hold of you. I'll make sure we share all that. You've got the digital book as well as a hard copy people can purchase, I believe, right? Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. And people can reach out to you through your Facebook, through your Instagram, and get in touch with you if they,
Email, website. Yeah.
email, website. We'll put it all up. They'll have it all. It's all good. And that way people can contact you if they need anything. The only other thing I would say, and here's a fun question I like to ask people, no matter what they do. Well, I mean, not everybody gets this question, but for yourself, I think it's a good question. If I'm a stranger and I don't know you, Jewel, and we've never met, and I look at you and I say, why is it important for me to read your book? What would you tell me?
I would tell you that if you feel inspired to live your absolute best, most fulfilling life, and you're not doing that yet, then this book will assist you. This book will guide you. This book will lead you deeper into, and deeper and closer toward that step.
Awesome. That's awesome. On that note, I think we've got a good show going for everybody to listen to. What do you think?
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for coming, Joel. You know what? I love the interesting your stuff you're doing. I love that you're helping people. I think everyone needs to get in touch with you
Thank you.
if they don't have their purpose yet. And I can vouch for the fact that you did help me, and that was early in your career journey in terms of helping people in their careers, and that was early in my media career journey. And we touched base then. We're touching base again now, which is wonderful. And so I will leave it at that, and I will say that we will touch base when your second book comes out, so we can share some news with everybody. How about that?
Sounds great. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome, Joel. You have a wonderful day. Thank you.
You
And thanks
too.
everyone for listening. Again, we'll have all the stuff on the post. We'll share it all so that you know how to get in touch with Joel. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.